Hello, I'm XenoCow, and in this episode of ByteSized, we're going to see whether missile fuel can be used as large explosives, as per Mr. Sprinter's question. As the test subject for all of these explosive tests, we're going to be using the Renegade rocket, a salvaging fighter of sorts of my own design, but it's just something more interesting than a blank target. Let's look at the components we're going to be using. There's the fuel tank, the high explosive warhead, and the fuse. First, let's see how the fuel tank does. Doesn't seem to be exploding. What about the fuse? One shot didn't do anything. Let's try another. That's another no. Hopefully this will explode. It does indeed explode. Very good. To set off our explosive boxes, we're going to be using the remote explosives. Let's just test out how those explode by themselves. Doesn't seem to damage already damaged fuel tanks, but that's alright. Hopefully it'll still do something. Let's just have a little control test just so that we know the explosion from the remote explosives. Well, it seemed to damage a pipe inside, but not the armor. And let's see it now on the warhead. Okay, works just fine on the warhead. So let's just try a warhead by itself with the remote detonator, the remote explosives attached. Put that on there. Okay, that's a big hole. Much bigger than just the remote explosive, but let's see how it goes when we put them in a box. So, here's our box, and let's build it. Okay. That seems to be, well, we've got a secondary explosion in there, but it seems like the explosion is about the same size as just a single one. So I think the best use for this, what we've learned today, is that if we just attach a remote explosive to a warhead, it might actually make for a really good grenade. You can pick it up, put it in your inventory, unlike the box, which actually has too many components and it won't let you pick it up. But this you can just pick up and then chuck it. Now, unfortunately, endos don't have very strong arms, but maybe for short distances, you could chuck one around the corner, and then just when the enemy isn't expecting it, blow it up. So the blast radius doesn't seem to, it's not as big as you might think. I also imagine that it could be used, it's just knowledge about the warheads. You can sneak around, stick a few of the warheads on an enemy ship. Hopefully don't get detected. Don't forget the explosives. Alrighty, thank you very much for watching. I hope you learned something, and don't forget to dislike the video and unsubscribe. XenoCow signing off.